Alright, everybody, welcome back. So we are back in the amusement park, and we're on our way to the next big machine thing to kill more things, because 9S is out for blood. Out for blood. Blood. I feel like I may have gotten ahead of myself on leveling. It's just, I don't know, man. It feels like I'm just wrecking everything.
That language again.
This reads God box.
God, huh? What are these machines doing talking about gods?
Dude, chillax, man. The God box. I'm sorry. It's just that word, box. I love it. I love clever slang. Alright, so the first one was just killing a bunch of things. The last one was hacking. What is this going to be? That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it?
Pod, why did the machines attack Pascal's village? Aren't they all the same?
Unknown.
Well, aren't you helpful?
Proposal. Unit A2 should gather further data on the current state of machine life.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services.
Huh?
We've got some very exciting news for everyone today. There's only one lock left to remove from the Tower System. And in order to retain for your faithful patrons, whoever dismantles the final substance will earn a special prize. Good luck!
The hell was that?
Large structural unit of machine life form origin activated to the east.
A large what now? What the heck is going on around here?
Unknown.
Well, let's go check out this large structural unit.
Oh my god. That was the trippiest shit ever. Is that just like a voice coming from the sky? Because if so, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That is Chronicles of Ridiculous. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, so we have A2 back now. I didn't think we'd be seeing her again. I'm excited. Let's see, what can we do here? Not a whole lot, it looks like. Well, we have a whole lot of new weapons to play with now that we have A2 back, so that's exciting. I like that. Not gonna lie, that's always fun. And screw it, let's play around with, let's play with faith a little bit. And Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Oh yeah, this is gonna be very fun. Um. Hmm. Yeah, let's do it. Ooh yeah. It's good to be back as A2. Not gonna lie. So what, now me and 9S are in a race to take out the last big machine tower thing? Is that how this is working? I kind of want to go see Pascal and see if he remembers me. What is that? The way that you like dash forward like that is really strange. And like holding your pod. I don't know what that is. I caught 9S doing it too, but I don't know how to do it. I always kind of do it by accident. Wait, whoa. Hold on a second. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I saw something. Did you guys see that? Is that an item? Hold on. I'm gonna try and do a long jump here. I didn't even know you could get up here. That's nuts. It sucks that it's only a piece of silver ore, but still. See, you did it again. Holy shit. Is it like a dodge attack with the... Intriguing. Are there any side quests? I feel like there should be more side quests. I'm perplexed that I have not seen more. Um, hmm. I tried upping the difficulty to very hard off screen, and yeah, no, it's not doable. You literally everything is an insta kill. If you can't take damage. If you take damage, you die, like straight up. That's all there is to it. Actually, you know what? I don't know why it's doing this, by the way, like the way that it's kind of glitching out and not switching the display picture. It's kind of strange. Now for spears, I'm gonna go, yeah. Did not mean to attack you, Mr. Moose, but since I've already drawn blood, may as well take you out. Oh god, it's fun. It is so much fun. I love A2. I still can't upgrade anything. Sell? Should I sell something? Wait, what? Crushed nut. Oh god, that's terrible. I don't want to think about that. Alright. No, but curious about what's going on here. What is this? Yorha Pearl Harbor Descent personal record? What is this? This is... What did I do? My name is Anemone and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself. A machine life form attack lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor and know that some of my hair has been singed off. Anemone, retreat for now, it's an order. That's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Feet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistant comrades are gathered. How many battles is this now? Same sights and sounds, same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. Don't even remember why we're fighting anymore, but I continue regardless. Must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Shion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. We'll find an opening somewhere. Don't search for an opening, you make one. Dahlia, wait! Grab Dahlia's arm before she can flee the trench and return to Rose. She brought us here after all. She must have a plan of some kind. But as the enemy horde closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in the enemy movements, she says finally. Something just started fighting over there. It's just not possible, stammers Margaret. We're all here. Margaret's right, there are only 9 of us left and fighting in the machines. Captain Rose, Kerbera, Lily, Sonica, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Xian, Dahlia, and me, Anemone. We're all that's left of the 8th Descent Forces. One that took place roughly 200 years ago. An uneasy Sonia pulls Xian close and chews on a strand of hair. I don't like it, she says. What if it's some kind of machine trap? Wait for a while, heart pounding until I hear the enemy fire lessen. Okay, this looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there, Anemone, cries Dahlia. We can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all of our lives for some stranger? Come on. We don't even know if this mystery fighter is on our side or not. It's not what I said. Enough, you two, barks Xian. Captain makes final decision on this. After Xian speaks, all of us turn back to Captain Rose. She looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerbera, the enemy is heading toward the explosive we set up earlier, yes? Gerbera thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. A slight smile crosses Rose's face, yet she still seems perfectly composed. Good, then if this goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and get to those explosives, says Rose. We'll let the blast take out most of them, clean up the stragglers. Identifying our own mystery fighters can wait till we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision. The moment she issues the order, we all leap from the trench as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, kill the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. Alright, I say to the strangers, start talking. Easy, says one of the mystery androids. We're on your side. We're the new models rolled out as part of something called Project Yorha. Really? Haven't you heard anything about new models? I probably speak with more bluster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying necessarily, but I can't read their expressions thanks to the giant goggles they wear. And frankly, a little caution never goes amiss in the middle of a war. We learn that the 4 androids refer to each other as number 2, number 4, number 16, number 21. They also aren't in a hurry to share much more. Our mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. I slowly draw my knife in an attempt to gauge their reaction. So in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now? Stand down, Anemone, says Rose softly. No, cries Lily. She's right. We've all seen how quickly the enemy is evolving. Who's to say these aren't 4 machines that just look human? Companions... I skipped that part, my bad. One of the strangers, number 16, I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. If it's a fight you want, I'm happy to give it to you. Before I can respond, Dahlia leaps in front of me with her weapon at the ready. This is it, we're going to fight. But just before the battle can erupt, an android called number 2 steps forward. Wait, she says. There used to be 16 of us, says number 2, but the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here. Reinforcements aren't coming, and that means we have to finish this mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies. She finishes this speech with a soft sigh, as if trying and failing to hold her emotions in check. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope despite all the odds. Wow. Yeah, you know what? May as well go ahead and do all of them. According to the Yorha team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Kaala. If we can take it out, we might finally gain some ground in this endless war. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. It's a relationship that changes as time goes on. What are you doing, Dahlia? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies a winded Dahlia. Ha! Wheezes her opponent, number 16. You're obviously outmatched. 2 of them are taking turns hitting each other. It seems friendly enough as those things go. Plus, they've been doing it for so long now that both of them are out of energy. They likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper at this point. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Dahlia and number 16 seem to butt heads. Damn it, I did not mean to do that. The rest of us converse as Dahlia and 16 continue to spar. We call each other by names that I gave us, explains Rose. I see, responds number 4. I thought it strange that you didn't use code numbers. She nods while she speaks, as though this all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what, she says? I think we should give all of you names as well. No, says number 2. It would be a waste. Rose eyes her warily. A waste? You can name me when the mission is over, she replies as a blush rises in her cheeks. I could tell her words also served as a wish for success. Alright, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but it doesn't matter. Already I can see us growing closer to the Yora team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them at least. You're all being careless, I state, much louder than I intend. Luckily the others don't hear it or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to go against the captain's judgment, but that doesn't mean that I'm ready to just lie down and trust our new friends. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, Anemone? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely more concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing, I begin. I'm fine. Before I can complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. No! Lily's scream echoes throughout the entire camp. It's heartbreaking, it's agony, it's horrible. She's infected, screams Rose. Lily's infected. We all draw weapons out of instinct as much as anything else, pointing them at our comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening, we've seen it before. It's a logic virus, a machine weapon that hijacks android systems and overwrites their data. And since there's no known cure, it's a death sentence. I need to show her mercy, I need to set her free. My finger rests on the trigger, yet I hesitate. Before we can make that final fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Stop! You can't do this, you can't just let your friend die. It's number 21. The girl I thought to be cool and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? The hell do I do? Lily said you were like family to her. You can't abandon family. Not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do then? I'll use my power to erase the virus. That's impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking but before we can act, Lily starts to send nearby comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they can do once the virus turns off their limiters. They'll fight and fight until they're utterly destroyed. Dahlia and number 16 rush into the fray, trying to suppress their former friend. How many of us have been infected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. It aches as I remember all of the identification numbers that have retired. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initiating reprogramming sequence. That voice. Number 21? She's screaming about something about reprogramming? I don't know what to do. I am lost. As my vision slowly clears, I see number 21 inputting commands into her terminal while number 2 and number 4 hold her down. They hold her as she writhes, and Rose stares at me with surprise. Oh no. I'm holding Lily too. Huh. So this is all about Anemone's story, I guess. Oh, damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Come on, skip. Come on. Alright, well, on to part 3. I was wondering where all the text adventures were. "14th Machine War Pearl Harbor Descent, the name of the mission entrusted to the Yora soldiers. Was there ever such a furious gunfire, such bombings that continued without pause? Our target is the machine server at Mount Kala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcement, requesting deployment at once." Number 2 speaks quickly yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable considering the hostile army closing in on our position. But the command center and the orbiting satellite informs us no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned. We are alone. "It's so easy to do from up there, from the satellite, from the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary," says Lily with a grim smile. Dahlia and Margaret quickly nod in agreement, as does number 16. They decide to join the rear guard, staying behind to be our shield even though it comes at the cost of their own lives. Regardless, they all agreed without hesitation. For we in the vanguard would be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up positions. We know this is the end. Dahlia and the others will buy us time to reach the gate at Kala's Peak. Beyond that lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. Destroy it will deal a devastating machine blow to the machine life forms throughout the Pacific region. But as I noticed number 21 scowling at the elevator, I started to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. "Go on," she says. "I've got this." We crowd into the elevator as she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear that the elevator won't descend all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Enemies incoming, they're almost upon us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator and taking up a position at number 21's side. It's almost as if my body is out of control. Something is wrong. Something. "I'll back up number 21, I cry. "The rest of you take out that server." The doors close on my friends. The last thing I see is the face of my Captain Rose. She looks concerned, but then the doors shut and she is no more. It's the last time I ever saw them. But it's alright, we're gonna finish this one way or another. The only sounds we hear are distant explosions and the rasp of number 21's breathing. "Thank you," she whispers, "for staying with me." I look at her eyes and see the telltale red epilogic virus infection. I was right after all. I've seen comrades infected before, that's why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective. The enemy has evolved. They studied number 21's patterns and developed a new resistance. No one can save her now. When the elevator reaches the server, begins number 21 weekly. "Then I'll give you peace," I reply. The elevator moves ever lower, creating a countdown on number 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? I don't mean to keep skipping stuff, I'm sorry. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in the rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion reactors. The sound of our comrade's demise slowly fades from our ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up weakly and removes her goggles. "I'm glad I got to meet you," she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. Still a little of herself left. And while it is, "Don't worry," I say. "I'll be with you soon." She smiles as my words reach her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into number 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. Stare at the gun I hold in trembling hands. Press it to my temple. This will end it all. The war. My meaningless existence. All of it. It will finally be over. Unforgivable. 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 The comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering, they feel sadness, they feel pain and terror, and yet you would surrender now? Unforgivable. The voice is a battlefield curse telling those who survive to see their mission through no matter what. It is another me crying out. I scream at the top of my lungs and race down the hall. "I'll show you. If you're going to push me, I'll show you. You'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing." I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am. Here I am. Kill me. As I scream, an explosion suddenly rises up and sweeps everything away. A soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire, I smell ash. The explosion in the server room is powerful enough to take out Mount Kala itself, reducing the once proud summit into a smoking cinder. Machines immediately drop to the ground and stop moving. I look out over scorched earth. Lily, number 16, Rose, number 2, are any of you? I am the only one left, the only one. I was alive because I had been afraid to die. I'm beginning to giggle. It's a mad thing, crazed even to my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join her soon. How can I have such vain, laughable words, such lies? I laugh and stand in the smoke and the flame and laugh until I think my throat will tear itself in two. I blink. Daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted. I forced myself to my feet. I'm the coward who stayed behind. I'm the coward who lived. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fought at my side. Since I can't kill myself, I have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure every hardship. I'll kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. Walk slowly to the west, dragging my broken body along. Wow. That was intense. So is number 2 in that story, is that A2? I'm not sure I quite understand. Let's go to Pascal's village and say hi to him. Shit is pretty intense. I know my voice is tired from doing all that yakking. Pascal? You remember me?
Oh, hello there. Such a nice, quiet place here, isn't it? Pity about all the junk, however.
Pascal, that's...
Pascal? That sounds oddly familiar. Oh, well. Would you like to take a look? Not that I'm sure what any of this actually does, or why it was... I've gathered up some of the junk from this place. What do you think? Not that I'm sure what any of this actually does.
Nope, still just as depressing as it was before. I gotta admit. It's so sad. I'm kind of upset that A2 doesn't have more to say to him. Oh well. Interesting. So where am I going now? I don't I feel like there's should be side quests. I don't know why there aren't any. Where are all the side quests? I want more side quests, honestly. I'm not ready for the game to be over. Eh. If there's nothing else left, there's nothing else left. May as well go to the, oh wow, okay. I guess we really do just have to go to the fucking amusement park. Alright guys, well, I'm going to cut the episode, and when I come back, we will go ahead and go over to where 9S is and just hope for the best. And we'll see you guys then. Later.